You've probably heard of the Oval Office and the Situation Room, but did you know that there are numerous secret rooms in the White House? You might be surprised to learn that the White House, which is estimated to be worth close to $400 million today, has a bowling alley, chocolate shop, hidden indoor pool, and even a cinema. There's even a secret bunker, medical room, and a special guest bedroom for the Queen of England. There's much more to the White House than just the West Wing. Here's a detailed look at all the amazing features of the White House. The White House is perhaps the most famous building in the world, and it has changed a lot since President John Adams moved in 1800. Yes, America's first president, George Washington, didn't live in the White House as it hadn't been built yet. Back then, it wasn't even called the White House. It didn't gain its formal title until 1901 when it was named by President Theodore Roosevelt. The home and office of the US president was previously known as a presidential palace and then later the executive mansion. Historians estimate that it cost $232,372 to build the White House, and today, the White House is believed to be worth as much as $397.9 million. Irish-American architect James Hoban was the visionary behind the White House's classic design. He was commissioned to design the White House after winning a competition along with a $500 prize. So just how big is the White House? It's about 55,000 square feet and sits on 28 sprawling acres. The palatial presidential abode has 132 rooms and 35 bathrooms spread over 6 floors. It's not always politics at the White House. Being president is by far the most difficult job in the world and obviously very stressful. If you need proof, just look at how gray former President Barack Obama's hair turned in a mere 8 years. Thankfully, there are a lot of ways for a president to unwind. Even the most powerful person in the world needs to relax sometimes. That's why the White House is filled with plenty of fun rooms for the first family to enjoy. The basement of the White House is essentially a giant shopping center filled with numerous goods and services available to the president. There's a flower shop with a wide variety of expensive and even rare flowers. Flowers are purchased in bulk and refrigerated so they can be used later on at state dinners or as decoration around the White House. As much as $252,000 worth of flowers are purchased every year for the White House. The White House's chocolate shop is where pastry chefs make intricate desserts for the president and distinguished guests. There have been some amazing sweet treats made over the years, including a giant Easter egg and a White House made of marzipan and white chocolate. Perhaps one of the coolest rooms in the White House is the bowling alley. It features comfy sofas and custom-made bowling balls. Each bowling ball features an image of the White House and they are fittingly colored either red, white, or blue. The bowling alley is only one lane, but that's more than enough for the first family. The current White House bowling alley is not the original. The first bowling alley was built in 1947 on the ground floor of the West Wing as a gift to President Harry Truman.